What's up guys, Austin Dunham back again with another video. And what you just saw was the full planche push-up. Now the full planche push-up is a crazy move that only few people can do. And that's for a good reason. It's one of the hardest pushing exercises to do in calisthenics itself. But today I'm gonna teach you how you can work your way up, and I'm gonna show you the exact ways on how I learned to do the full planche push-up. So today we're going to talk about exercise progressions, and we're going to talk about a little bit of the technique of the full planche push-up so that you can get the best results. So without further ado, let's get into it. So before we start, obviously there has to be some prereqs, right? So first off, if you're not decent or really good at normal push-ups, then just get away from this video, all right? So first off, be really good at normal push-ups. I'm talking 50, 60, 70 in a row. And also you might want to be good at one-arm push-ups too, you know. Just have decent enough pushing strength, explosive pushing strength, just overall pushing strength. That's the key here. We have to build our pushing strength up. So go check out any easier exercises if you're not up to that level yet, all right? All right, so now we're going to get into the exercise progressions. And the first two things that I want you to start off with when learning this is definitely the planche lean and the elbow lever. So I made a tutorial on all these two exercises, but I'm gonna show you really quick just how to do it. So the planche lean, remember, we're gonna have our arms straight, and all we're doing is leaning as far as possible, maintaining that good form, keep our arms straight, hollow back. With the elbow lever, we're building our bend arm strength, because in the pseudo planche push-up, not the pseudo planche, the full planche push-up, you have to have bend arm strength. So it's not just static straight arm strength like this. We're going down and we're pushing up. So that being said, a good exercise to build bend arm strength is definitely the elbow lever. I made a tutorial on this a long time ago, but all you do is rest your elbows on your stomach like this, bring your legs up, boom, got the elbow lever. All right, the next exercise progression that we have is probably one of the most important exercises that you'll ever do, and that is, guess, you're right, the pseudo planche push-up. Just like the planche lean, it's the same exact form, straight like this, straight arms leaning forward, except for this time, we're doing a push-up and coming back up. And one reason a lot of people do not see results when they're doing pseudo planche push-ups is because they're not leaning in far enough. You must lean in far enough to where it actually provides a stimulus for your muscles. If you're just doing these baby pseudo planche push-ups, barely leaning in, you're not going to do anything for yourself. So according to your strength level, do the pseudo planche push-up and lean in as far as possible to where it like hurts almost. Then do your push-up. And like honestly, you could just take that exercise and learn the full planche push-up, because you'll notice the more you lean in, like your feet start to come off the ground. So as your shoulders get stronger, the more you lean in, your feet slowly start coming off the ground. But let's move on to the next exercise that you guys can learn to learn the full planche push-up. All right, so the next exercise we're doing is we're actually starting to progress our way up to the full planche push-up. So I brought out my push-up bars here. It's highly recommended that you have some type of high leverage, or something to lift you up, you know. So I'm gonna use push-up bars. You could use dip bars, and yeah, I really like these two. So the next exercise is the tuck planche push-up. So the tuck planche, I made a tutorial on this also. So the tuck planche looks just like this, right? So that being said, a tuck planche push-up, all we're doing is going down and going back up till our arms are fully extended again. So just like this, tuck planche, down, back up, down, back up, down, back up. All right, so you want to build up to a point where you can easily do 10 of those. I'd say 10 is a good number for 3 sets, right? So that will also help build your pushing power. And since we're lifting our legs off the ground here, you'll get into that mentality of having your legs off the ground. All right, so the next exercise that we have here is the tuck planche push-up still, except for this time we're gonna throw in a little variation. That variation is to go into a straddle planche, but just for a second, not for long. So what we've been doing is the tuck planche just like this, except for this time, when you come up, you're just gonna lift your legs out and do a straddle planche for a second. So might not seem like a lot at first, but you'll notice the amount of pressure added to your shoulders when you spread out your legs, right? So just like the tuck planche, spread up to 10 reps, that exercise for 3 sets, and then you can move on to the next exercise. And can you guess what the next exercise is? That's right, the next exercise that we have is actually the full planche push-up itself. It might seem weird at first, but once you become comfortable at all these exercises that I previously mentioned, the full planche push-up will be in your possession and you will be able to do it. And to be honest, you don't even have to learn or know how to do a static full planche, or maybe even a straddle planche to learn a full planche push-up, because you're only in that static position for a quick second as you're doing the movement. All right, so the full planche push-up is what we have next. All right, so according to your hand placement, you wanna be comfortable when doing it. So I have my wrist turned out, it just makes it easier for me, like sideways. So then you wanna lean in as far as possible. The key here is having a huge lean. That's all it is. So then lean until your body is off the ground. So this, for example, I'm leaning in, and you see how my legs are off the ground? And then from there, we're just gonna pretend like the ground like stole money from you or something, and you're just gonna push it as hard as you can. So we're gonna lean so our feet are off the ground, and just push the ground up. You notice what I did there? So the form is not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be super pretty, like graceful, but however, we still can do a pretty cool thing. So lean in, boom, boom, boom. I'm a bit tired from showing all these exercises, but what you wanna do is when you come up, you wanna try your best to lock out your arms. At first, you're gonna have like these baby range of motion, so you're gonna be like, that's all right though. So just try and lock out your arms. And while you're doing this, you can always work on your pseudo planche push-ups, because remember what I said? The more you lean in, eventually your feet are gonna come up anyway. You can learn it that way. But that is the full planche push-up tutorial. That is how I learned it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It took me a while to learn this actually. It took me around 1.5 years to even learn this movement. But so be patient with it, take your time, go through the progressions, and you will see results. So in regards to sets and reps, like I said, follow the 10 rep rule. You know, once you're able to do 10 reps, what's the next progression? And I recommend anywhere between 3 and 5 sets and working it at least twice a week, right? So that is about it. I hope I answered all you guys' questions. If you have any more, please be sure to leave them in the comments down below. And also, please be sure to subscribe for future videos. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.